Hey my shipwrecked friends of this channel, welcome to another long video on the channel. For those who don't know me, I'm Vinicius the Ilha. I talk about curiosities, bizarre stories, crimes, horror, and curiosities in general. So, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe now and leave your like, which is really important for the video. And today I'm going to tell you the story of Alissa Bustamante, a 15-year-old girl who killed out of pure curiosity and pleasure. Come with me, music. Alissa was born on January 28, 1994. She was the daughter of teenage parents. They were already drug addicts. They already used drugs. And in fact, when she was born, her father was in prison. Her mother had several police records for drug possession. Alissa was born in the state of Missouri in the United States. Because of the conditions of Alissa's parents, her grandparents, Gary and Karen, took over, right? The custody of Alissa and her three younger siblings. She had three younger siblings. They tried to have a normal life, right? Like any normal person, but Alissa was already showing some things. She had depression and she tried to kill herself in 2007, and because of that, she was hospitalized. But Alissa, she was always a teenager who seemed to be a good person, right? She seemed to be a caring person. And a person who didn't show any signs that she would cause any kind of trouble in life. That's what the people who lived with her always said. After Alissa was hospitalized because she tried to kill herself due to depression, her friends started to notice some changes, right? In Alissa's personality and life. On one of her social media accounts, since Alissa had several profiles on social media, on one of those profiles, she posted that her hobby was killing people. One day, people went there and saw this post on her social media. She used to take pictures, right? With her eyes painted black. That could even be something normal. That is, if she didn't post those same photos with blood, right? On her face and blood painted on her mouth. And that too in some photos, right? In those same photos where she appeared with her face painted, with blood on her mouth and face, you could notice that in some of those photos she also showed cuts on her wrist. On one of her social media accounts, Alissa also posted a video where she is with her siblings. She was encouraging them to touch an electric fence, and she managed to get her siblings to touch the electric fence. In the video, you can see that they fall down. On top of all that, she titled the video as "Idiots Get Electrocuted on an Electric Fence." There are 4 houses. Below the house where Alissa lived, there was a 9-year-old girl named Elizabeth Olton. This child really liked to play with Alissa and Alissa's siblings. Also, on October 21, 2009, Alissa convinced one of her younger sisters, who was named Emma at the time, and she was 6 years old. She convinces her younger sister to invite Elizabeth to go play in the forest, a forest that was behind Alissa's house. Elizabeth then, with Emma's invitation, asks her mother if she could go. Her mother, I don't know if she was already suspicious or something like that. She didn't let her go at first, but then Elizabeth insisted with her mother, and her mother ended up letting her go with the girls. So, the 3 of them went to the forest that was near their house. When they got there, Alissa told her sister Emma, like this, "You can go back home. I'm going to stay here with Elizabeth because I want to show her something since she's older and already 15 years old." They, being younger, trusted her a lot, so that's what they did. Emma went home and Elizabeth stayed there in the forest with Alissa. Then Alissa took Elizabeth to a place where no one else could hear them. If there were screams, no one would get there quickly. And as soon as they got to that place, Alissa attacked Elizabeth. She grabbed Elizabeth by the neck and made her pass out. After Elizabeth fainted, Alissa. Then she took a knife and attacked. Stabbed her with the knife. It was a kitchen knife. Stabbed her in the neck, and after stabbing her in the neck. Not satisfied, she still stabbed Elizabeth in other parts of her body. Elizabeth's mother started to get worried because her daughter was taking too long, and she knew that Elizabeth was not the type to come home late. It was already getting dark, so Elizabeth's mother called the police. The police arrived at the scene and started conducting several investigations. They managed to find Alissa, who at first denied everything, but later ended up admitting that she struck Elizabeth on the neck. And they managed to find out where Elizabeth's body was. Elizabeth's body was in a hole that Alissa dug in the back of her house. In fact, she dug a second hole as well. And after that, they found out that this hole, which was meant to be a grave, was intended for the siblings. She also intended to kill the siblings. It wasn't just Elizabeth. After Alissa killed Elizabeth, she simply went back home and went to church. But before she went to church, she wrote in her diary, exactly like this. I just killed someone, I strangled her, slit her throat, and stabbed her, and now she's dead. I don't know how I feel, but it was fantastic. As soon as you get over the feeling of, oh my God, I can't do this, it becomes very pleasant. I'm nervous and still shaking. Now I have to go to church with all the evidence. Alissa, there was limited trust. She was seated at the first degree equality. The trial took place on November 17, 2009. She tried several maneuvers in court during that time to declare herself innocent, right? But in January 2012, there was no way out. She was sentenced to life in prison. Alissa. She was studied by professionals who declared that she has several psychological and personality disorders. This case has led to several documentaries, and it's still ongoing, right? Many videos, documentaries, and studies have been made about this case. This remains a highly controversial case, both in the United States and worldwide. There's even a movie called My Name is A by Anonymous. This movie isn't very professional, but it did win some awards. I couldn't find any platform where it's available except here on YouTube, but on YouTube I also couldn't find a translated version. So, yeah guys, it's not the right time, not for Brazilians, but if you manage to find this movie with subtitles, leave it here in the comments so we can recommend it to other people. Because they say it's a really good movie and that it's inspired by this case of Alissa. Well guys, that was today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I want you to leave your comments here. If you know any additional information about this case, and if you want me to bring other cases here to the channel, you can leave it here in the comments and I'll reply. Thank you everyone. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It's important. I'll also leave my social media links below, Instagram and TikTok. Follow me there and see you in the next video. Thanks, I'm out.